Let me look in journal. Kaylee. And we'll never see her again.
I heard about your harrowing. Congratulations. Monstrate must have smiled upon you.
I love how she just disappeared like a ghost.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages.
Oh hey, look who it
We've
is.
committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
Oh, this is Irving. I should have just talked to Owain. Oops. You sent for me?
Ah, if it isn't our new brother in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, and where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Pleased to meet you.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
Who are we fighting?
The darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get.
What are darkspawn?
They are twisted monsters that dwell underground where the sun's light cannot touch them. They have formed into a horde in the Korkari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of magi.
Woot woot.
You may not remember, but blood was taken from you when you first came to us. This blood is preserved within a phylactery.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
Thank you very much. I am glad to be a part of the Circle. Actually, I'll just say thank you.
It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I will do that. I'd prefer to talk now.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
It would be my pleasure.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Alright, so I got items that I can equip onto myself now. Potions. Is this better? Oh god, I can tell I'm getting tired when everything is blending together in my vision. Alright, good. Okay, so Duncan's going to follow me here. Pile of books. Yay to getting a codex entry.
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company.
I wanted to talk to you a little more.
Yes? What about?
There have been many darkspawn attacks.
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
An archdemon?
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force.
Like a
horde
general.
of darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
So the archdemon is essentially like a general to an army. I thought the darkspawn were destroyed in the last blight, and King is mastering an army to beat back this threat?
Yes, perhaps it will be enough if we play our cards right.
Why were Irving and Gregonor arguing about the war?
It is not my place to comment.
Persuade.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must.
Because they don't know if they can trust us, because we might go batshit insane and use our power for evil.
The Chantry believes that a mage should fear his power. It was the pride of mages, they say, that brought the Darkspawn upon us in the first place. Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
What are your opinions?
I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there.
Alright, we should continue on our way.
Yes, let's.
Learned a little bit more.
Don't dawdle.
That leads to the third floor right there. Chapel, mage lab, mage dorm, guest quarters. Okay. Let's talk with Owain in the center, because I thought that was the person we had to talk to advance the plot.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
What is the stockroom for?
The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Do you require something?
Are you really a tranquil mage?
I voluntarily submitted to the rite of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable.
Of course you would. You can't actually feel anything else but agreeing with it right now anyways, can you? Don't you think what to do? Scroll. What is it not like having emotions? You actually like to be in this way?
I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple.
What happened during the Rite of Tranquility? I'm not going to say, and now you're no longer a person, because even though he won't get angry at me, I still don't want to sound like a douche.
I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes.
What's becoming tranquil like then?
It is difficult to describe. I would perhaps compare it to being plunged into a pool of ice-cold water. Very well. Goodbye.
Your mentors must be happy for you. You passed the harrowing.
Alright, there's nobody really here to talk to besides minuscule individuals. Okay, this is the library.
Owain is in charge of the stockroom.
I guess I'll just take all the experience I can get. Free experience is a happy Ryu.
That's not likely. The Chantry would do something before it came to that.
Will they? They haven't done anything, and I've heard that the Equitarians are starting to soften a little on the Libertarian position. I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Oh, me?
All right.
Hello? Were you looking for something?
Who are you?
I'm Njal, a mage just like you. I've seen you around, haven't I? I must have.
What were you talking to him about?
The fraternities. Groups of mages with a common agenda. I think we should all be isolationists. Stay in some remote mountain town far away from the mundanes who hate us.
Why don't you go off then?
I'd go hide alone in the wilds if I could. But you know they just brand me an apostate and hunt me down. There is no leaving the circle. It's till death do us part. Romantic, isn't it?
Apostate?
If you leave the circle, you become an apostate. And the punishment for leaving is death. Pretty grim, huh?
Must be mages who aren't part of a circle.
I've heard of hedge witches who've managed to survive on their own, eluding the circle for a lifetime. But if the Templars discover them, well, you know what happens. Then there are stories about the Dalish elf clans having great magic. But who knows what's truth and what's fiction when it comes to the Dalish? Alright, have a good day.
Who the hell are you?
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work.
Tell me about the fraternities.
They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the Loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money, and the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then of course there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy.
I love how I can't see you because of Duncan here. Which do you belong to?
Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do?
Giving up doesn't help anyone.
An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world to cover.
In some ways, I don't know if I made the right choice becoming a mage, because now I'm stuck with a group of people who, if I try to split away from them for any reason, they will kill me. They will give me a bloody, merciless death. Goody! Let's see what's around here. Ooh.
I'll get on it.
Private documents. I don't know who those belong to, and Duncan kind of saw me take them.
There you are. You are to be moved out of the apprentices' dormitory, and these are to be your new quarters. We will move your belongings this afternoon. Go on.
Ooh.
Make yourself comfortable.
Is this a better staff? It's either +1 magic or +2 spell power. Let's go with +2 spell power. Plus this staff looks cooler.
I heard that you completed the harrowing in record.
Well, don't you look smug?
What? You couldn't even see my face. You were like face first, ass up in the ground. Cullen.
Greetings. I'm glad your harrowing went well.
I'm glad I can see you.
I am Cullen. I was to strike the killing blow if you had become an abomination. I am glad you didn't.
I'm glad I can see your face. How would you have known if I'd become one?
Honestly, I've never seen an abomination, or been called on to slay one. As I said, I've never seen one, but when someone becomes an abomination, something must happen. But what if it's not obvious? Could abominations be walking among us right now?
The only abomination I see is Duncan standing in the shot.
This is still new to me. Maybe one day I'll be as dedicated and driven as Knight Commander Gregor. You must be busy. Perhaps we can talk another time.
It was wonderful talking to Duncan's backside. You know, it was a nice view.
Got it.